All right, today I'm here with Bryan Smith, a.k.a. Schmitty. If you know him, you probably already know. Schmitty is in the United States Army Reserve.
Correct.
Currently serving since 2008. Correct. Is that what you said?
Yep.
What made you get into the military?
Initially, it was money, man.
At least you're honest.
Absolutely, yeah. I always had jobs that didn't have benefits, and I didn't have insurance. And
wow.
My daughter was born, and it was like, hey, you owe us $9,000. And I was like, I don't have $9,000, you know? So I was like, I got to do something different if we're going to have another one. And so we did. And so I was like, I need health care, man. And that was pretty much my sole purpose for joining initially.
I've been doing this probably 6 or 7 years, and it's crazy because I always say that every story is specific to the person,
right.
Whether it's at the experience, why you went in, whatever, what you got out of it. But I think that's one of the first of I just needed benefits.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
For sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But now we are here, 15 years later?
Yep.
And obviously, I mean, it can't just be the benefits anymore.
No, yeah.
So why have you stayed in for so long?
So for me, the military has been great because it's taught me a lot of things in life that I don't know. Maybe I would have learned otherwise. I honestly don't know, but I learned them through the military. And so it gives me something that I can continue to grow in and learn. So military is unique in that you're encouraged to progress, right? They want you to actually promote and move forward. Yeah, so it's, it gave me a lot of drive to have that constant improvement mentality. And so it keeps me motivated to push in all aspects of my life. Which I like. It's also, I think, made me extremely resilient to things in life. Life happens.
Yeah.
You get the washer broke, the car broke down. I mean, you get the stresses of life that everybody deals with. But going through deployments to Afghanistan and stuff like that, it makes stuff like that a little easier to deal with. Because
you
to
can
me,
process.
it's like, nobody died, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we need a new washer. Got
yes.
it. So
perspective.
Correct.
Yeah. I got it. What do you currently do for the reserves?
So right now I'm at a brigade at Fort Leonard Wood, and our brigade is in charge of all the schoolhouses for the reserve military police components. So we, in essence, just coordinate that all the classes are scheduled. There's seats in there, there's instructors to teach the class, all that kind of stuff. It's unfortunately kind of an administrative job.
I was going to say, yeah. That's not a bad thing, though.
Well, yeah, no. So it's a common thing in the Army. So, for anyone that isn't familiar, you have an officer side and then you have a non-commissioned officer side. So officer side, that's all they ever do pretty much is administrative stuff. Non-commissioned, when you start out, your boots on the ground, you're in there, you're getting your hands dirty, and that's just me. I like being involved in things. But as you progress through the ranks, once you get high enough, that kind of goes away.
It's somebody else's job now.
Yeah. And kind of become like an officer without the pay, but whatever. And so it's like, man, I mean, I'm here, that's great. I got to get as far as I never thought I'd make the rank I did, but I'm fortunate that I have. But yeah, it's like, man, I still want to be out there and like actually doing stuff.
Yeah.
Not just the planning side.
But you got 5 more years, and then you can retire if you want.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it, or are you going to stay in?
So I guess what I've told myself is if I'm still physically able to and I can still contribute something, then I'll stay. But if I'm at that point where there's really not much else for me to add benefit to someone else, then what am I doing? I don't want to waste time or take someone's slot that could actually make a better impact than me.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah. That's really cool. That's really awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to lunch with me today.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your service.
Sure, for sure.
And have a great holiday, sir.
Appreciate it, man.